Oh, and I'm alive. It's alive. It's alive. Almost forgot how. It's alive and I'm here. Let's see here. Only chat rules are please be over the age of 17 and please be kind to one another. Those are the rules. Oh, hello, one person, and thank you for the thumbs up. And let's see, pop out chat, move it over there, and make that size, and move it over there. And oh, by Jove, I think we've done it. And let me make this long so I can see more of the chat. I'm waiting for something to come through on chat. I do see people. I see numbers. Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. I have not been with you live since the turn of not only the new year, but a brand new decade. Let's see what we can do with the 2020s, shall we? Hi, everyone. Oh, hello, Michelle. You are the first acknowledged chatter. Nice to see you, and good afternoon to you. I have in front of me various works in progress or works that I've recently finished, which we'll talk about in just a second. But I did just want to say hello to everybody and find out how your new year is. How's it going? What did you do? And all that kind of good stuff. I do have a plan for today, but as usual, I'm going to present you with a couple of choices and let you decide. You get those camera controls. I am not entirely happy with that white balance, although it's not bad. It's just not right. There we go. That's a little better. Let's see. Hello, Louise. So far, so good. Stayed home and colored. That's pretty much what I did too, Michelle. Hello, Michelle Plato. Lovely to see you. And ladies who I did see out and about earlier today at Vicky's and also at Dee Dee's. Nice. Thank you for coming on over. I know Dee Dee is a big draw. She certainly draws me. Vicky was doing such a fantastic job with those pan pastels. So if you guys don't already, I'm sure that you probably do, but anybody who watches this back, hang on just a second. Kat, what have you done now? Hang on one sec, guys. All right. There we go. She's knocking over piles still. Pretty much as quickly as I can rebuild the pile, she tries to climb up on it and knocks it over again. Hi, Blue Petal. Hi, Crystal. Lovely to see you. Trying to moderate my voice and stay calm. Today is our first dry day in about 4 days. We've had nothing but that drizzly, wet, not quite rain, not quite dry weather. And it has taken its toll on my breathing because it brings out the mildew and the mold. It doesn't know what it wants to be, dry or wet. And I am at a point now where I can just barely breathe. So I need to be very careful as to how I keep my voice modulated. Hello, Melinda. Thank you, honey, for being here. And hello. Welcome to CLAldridgeArt for 2020. I saw that a bunch of you really liked this that I posted the video on. Now I did add a little bit more bling to it because you know I've got to add a lot of bling. So I did go over it quite extensively with the white uniball before I shot the picture for Instagram and Facebook. But it didn't make it into the video that way. So I just wanted to show you, just simple little embellishments on the curves, things like that, that just sort of add that little extra bit. This was so much fun. Straight coloring with my markers. Oh, Patricia, I'm a smoker. I'm 60. And I'm allergic to mold. So, breathing issues sort of come with the territory. I feel pretty good and my lungs when I was little were really damaged by repeated episodes of pneumonia. So, what it translates to is about the last thing in the world I ought to be doing is smoking. Hello, Pat. Good to see you, but who among us doesn't have at least one vice, and that's the only one I have, beside coloring and and probably not getting enough exercise. And look, I finished it. Oh my goodness. I finished my very first Jane F. Hankins. I posted it in the Facebook group, and I was so proud of it. And obviously, I blinged it out too. Hello, Corolla. Good to see you. And let's see, Michelle Stevens, I said hello to. Just looking down the list. Okay. Yeah, I really ought to do it. But that's just a conversation for a different time. So, uh, yeah, I was just super, super thrilled with how this came out. I'm trying to see if I can get there it is. I even blinged the little other one out in addition to the purple one. This was so much fun to color. And I just love this book, of course. Now, there are links to this and, of course, to my book. This one, of course, is my book. Um, illustrations by CLAldridgeArt. Dragons, Flowers, and Mandalas, oh my. And that is, I think I decided that was my 12th book. And this one is Friends from My Imaginary World by Jane F. Hankins. There are links to both of these down below in the description. And yeah, I know that I would be delighted if I did. Unfortunately, I've never been able to get past the brain fog long enough to do it. Hi, Katie. Lovely to see you, my dear. And hi, Sue Gaines. And Sue, did you get your book finally? Sue Gaines and Joey. I'm going to be sending her a hard copy. There was one person that oh, no, wait, it was Loretta. And I think I sent her book, or I haven't heard back from her yet. But if anybody sees, there were a bunch of books that I gave away on my Christmas stream, and I tried to get them out. I was late, and then I lost my list. And anyway, all right. So here's the other thing that I've been doing. Now, you all know I love my tutorials that I have been watching with Ellen Crimmy Trent and all of the others. So I did this one just yet last night, I think. This is the little in watercolors. This is the sunflowers. I am thrilled with how that one turned out. This one is just out of my head, and just a little bouquet of watercolor flowers with a bow. And this one was a tutorial. for a Valentine card heart of roses. And I love that. These are two epic sort of fails. I seem to have a real issue with doing tulips well. So I am not thrilled with either one of those. So those are going in the these so far are in the pass, they pass muster. And then of course this one I did a few weeks ago, and this one I just drew in like the 5 minutes before the show. So I wanted to do just a little bit. I mean, obviously there are I have coloring. I thought I'd let you guys tell me what kind of you love the sunflowers? I love these too, actually. I have to say, I am just thrilled with how one came out. And I mean, I sort of worked it, and like the leaves are all perfect. And I'm just thrilled with that. Uh, oh no, what's going on with Sue? Sue? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad that you're pushing through it to go do what you want to do. And that is how it goes. So I thought I'd offer up a couple of choices. We can work on doing a little watercoloring, or if people would like to see live, I can do a picture in one of my books. I am here to please you and give you the kind of features that you want. I know that watercolors are not everybody's thing. And, I am above all, I am an artist who draws coloring books for folks. So what is the thing that you prefer most in lives? The chat, and it doesn't really matter what's going on the screen, or coloring technique, or I know everybody watches everything for a different reason. Hello, Laurie Coloring Hangout. How are you? And welcome to the show. And Gina Shilatani. Shilatani. Did I say that right? Shilatani. I'm trying to pronounce it phonetically. You just heard of me now on Dee Dee's live chat. Oh, yay. Thank you, Dee Dee, for shouting me out. Yes, this is my latest book, which is called Dragons, Flowers, and Villas, Oh My. And I don't have any Corolla. I actually do not have any pan pastels. They're on my wish list, but I don't have any yet. But that's okay, because what I do have is this, and I was mentioning this in Vicky's stream today. This is, I won this over on Cheryl Loves to Color and Chat's channel. It is the Jane Davenport Palette Pastel Birthday Suit. And of course, Jane Davenport is, oh, you're teasing me. I should have known you're just a character, Corolla. But at any rate, it does give me a chance to show these off. These are Jane Davenport's birthday suit. So basically, they are like, I hesitate to say they are like pan pastels. I don't know that they are. What I can tell you is that they are amazing. And I did use them on my, actually, wait, I used them on my 110-pound cardstock, and I printed off one of, and it's in a book. Hang on, I don't know which book it's in. Let me see if it's one of these. There it is. I printed off one of the designs from this book on, oh, actually, you know what? This might be a good thing to do today. Oh, yay. All right, now keeping in mind that I only have the set, but that there are such gorgeous colors in it, including, I mean, because, you know, all of these are skin tones. There are purples, there are pinks, and of course, corals, browns, the darks, the whites, the you know, the pales, all of that, the yellows, they're all in our skin. You know, my skin is, you know, sort of a combination of probably that golden yellow and, you know, a couple of other colors. And so we could use, yeah, okay. Ooh, how about that? How about, oh, you know what? We are all about the experiment here at CLAldridgeArt. And I like that. Oh, thank you for suggesting that, Corolla. Almost like we planned it that way, huh? Hello, Kenneth. Lovely to see you. Happy New Year. And oh, hi, Joey. Yay. Uh, wow. Okay. That is so wonderful. And welcome everybody coming in. Um, okay. So let's, and of course, we only, like I said, we only have these colors. Now, these are what I use to put these down with, because these are what I have. Now, I was over at the dollar store. These are not the spongy kind. These are more the synthetic rubber kind. Um, and but they work really, really well. I'm trying to think. What was I was doing? Oh, I know what it was. I was using these with my with the, oh wait, where are they? There we go. Oh, crash. Now it's me knocking over piles. Do you suppose that tells you the condition of my office? Do you think my office might have a few piles? These are my Mungyo pastels. I love these. These are budget friendly, 64 colors, and you can do just a ton with pastels. You do have to set them, and they are kind of messy. You don't want to breathe the dust, but oh, that's the other thing that I did to my lungs this week. I was doing laundry, and I was cleaning out the lint screen on the, which I do after every single load. But I accidentally dropped it, and it pushed up a pile of lint dust, and I breathed it in, and I felt it hit my lungs. So, and I have been coughing ever since. So, putting two and two together in my head. So I was using these on these to do the green, and so that's why I had these out. And I'm just taking a chance to find Corolla taking yourself out to lunch. Ooh, what are you having, Joey? Something good? Trying to think of when the last time I might have gone out to lunch was. Probably about the same time I went out to dinner last. Okay, so I was actually working on this one, if I remember correctly, and I was using the brown. And I just love the way this stuff works. you know, you have to sort of build it up a little bit. But it is very similar to applying makeup. And you just have to, you know, you can erase it, you can pick a clean one, you can blend it up, you can do all sorts of really cool stuff with, which is why I think that I would love the pan pastels. But that will have to wait for a good budget month, which there'll be a few. I'm sure there'll be a few good budget months this year, because I'm going to be working on a new book here shortly. So, oh, patty melt. Ooh, yum. Pulled pork. Now you guys are going to kill me. Pulled pork sandwiches. Oh, hello, Michaela. And welcome. I'm going to assume it's Michaela or it's Michaela. I used to work with a lady whose name was actually Michaela, but mostly I think it's Michaela. 25 years and quit around 10 to 12. Oh. Yeah, well, I'm afraid I'm way over that limit there, Gina. But it is what it is. I am not at all surprised. As a matter of fact, the thing about it is that I was always told that I probably wouldn't live to be the age that I am now. So so because of the damage to my lungs when I was a kid. So the fact that I am still around is, a testament to good genes or just not knowing any better. There we go. And you can even erase it with just a blank one. So this is what I love about these. And you can get as crazy as you want to. I have, I have obviously spent a fair amount of time blending those first two out. And I love it. So let's try a different color, and then you can see it much better. So we'll try the purple, and let's go with the darker purple first. Okay, so I'm gonna use this up here, and these are the ones that are sort of crying to be purple to me. And can I zoom in a little bit? You betcha. You betcha. Let's and we'll zoom, and we will try autofocus, which never works, or anything this close. And get you down there a little further. Okay, let's see here. Awfully dark on this side. On this side, I'm not quite sure why that is, other than the fact that there's not really a lot of daylight today streaming through the window. Let's see if I can't keep it in the bright. Did you get my direct message on IG? I have been, Nanamo, I have been so bad about checking IG So the answer to your question is, I have seen that you have sent them. I have not checked any from anybody since at least Christmas Day. I've just been, I could not tell you what has, just, it's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird for me to have missed last week, streaming last week. I got to say that I was just sound asleep, and I don't know. It's just, I'm having something about social media anxiety, and I have no reason to. Nothing, nothing untoward has happened. Uh, it's just, weird. So no, that's the long answer to your question. No, but I will go look at it. Lori, okay. I did. I even made a video about it. The botanical book. Oh my goodness. Nana, yes. I made a video about it, and I even colored. Oh, look. Oh goodness. Okay. Hang on just a second. I am so sorry. I should have written you a note or something. I'm zooming out, moving my thing, and pulling this back up because this is important, guys. Okay. Nanimo sent me a Christmas gift, and instead of doing the gracious thing, which would have been to write her a note, personally, I instead, because I was like I said, I was having a social media. I don't know what it was. I just could not go near my social media at all. Email, Instagram, Facebook, none of it. Couldn't do it, but I could make a video. And so that's what I did. I made a video the day it came in. And so did, by the way, so did Shara. But so this is the book that she sent me. It's Botanical Wonderland by Rachel Reinhardt, and it is got all of these gorgeous designs that Rachel draws. And this beautiful card, which I read, and it's so sweet. And look at, I believe my comment, Nanimo, was, oh my, she's got such good taste. Because I love that card. And this is the first page that I colored. And this one, of course, I was having a cat issue, and the cat got up on my desk. I had left the watercolors out because this is all done with INKTENSE, and I love it. And yes, it is. It is absolutely perfect for me. And so that was the first one. There will be many, many more in this gorgeous book. But yes, there is, for those who would like to see a flip through of this book, there is a flip through. It is dated, when did I do this? It came in a couple days after Christmas, so I think I posted it. I either posted it right at the new year or right before it, because I think the last video I posted before this one, because I posted this one day before yesterday, I'm pretty sure. And so it's the one that posted right before the end of the year. So it had to be somewhere in that window. Another very long rabbit trail for saying, thank you, Nanimo. Okay. and for the beautiful book. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, now let me get back to where I am. The onion domes. I like that analogy. They are onion domes. That is actually, I think, what I was thinking of. Now I realize that I now have this microphone right in front of my face, so I need to make sure that I'm not shouting at you guys. But yes, this is what I mean. You can use these pastels, and it's just amazing. Just amazing. You can blend with them. You can color with them. And then when you need to, like let's say I wanted to add a highlight, or if you got something too dark, then you could just use your eraser and erase them. How amazing is that? I love these cool pastels. This is why I think that pan pastels are probably in everybody's future in one way, shape, or form. They are expensive, but the the thing about it is that you can buy them one color at a time. You don't have to buy an entire set, and you can. I mean, they'll last forever. A jar of because they come like pressed in this plastic jar, and it's still pastels. I mean, it's still powder, but there's something about the matrix that they use to hold it all together, and it's amazing. Now, the one thing that you don't ever want to do with any kind of pastel, pan pastel, or whatever, is blow on it. Yeah, that's what this is, Candy. Isn't it pretty? This is the birthday suit, and I just love it because it's just got, it's specifically designed for doing faces. So if you don't want to do pan pastels, and this I just checked, it's like $15.40 on Amazon for the Jane Davenport Palette Pastel. And I should have pulled a link for that, but I didn't. And oh, excuse me. See, I knew it wouldn't last. Okay. Just chill, Christine. Okay. Like I say, I'm just having to be very, very calm today. Because what'll happen is the stress sets it off. Stress or emphasis or whatever. So now I'm using the lightest pink and just sort of going in. And you can rub it all together. It's really forgiving. Like I say, if you mess it up, you can just erase. I mean, it erases beautifully with just any kind of eraser. So this is just my regular, pencil eraser. You can erase it right off of there. Once again, you're not going to want to, you don't want to brush it with anything. So you have to fight that urge to do that, because otherwise it will spread all around. And then when you get it just the way you want it, you have a workable fixative that you can then spray it with. But once you spray it, you can work on top of it. But oh, thank you, Katie. But you won't be able to erase it anymore, or to adjust. You can adjust on top of it, but you won't be able to change what's already there. So that's the only thing. And you do have to do this, otherwise before you work on top of it, because otherwise it'll all move on you. And yeah, one them. Yes, exactly. That's how I got mine too, Candy. And we actually, did you know, Selena? Candy is Selena. That we actually have Joey to thank for these because it was Joey who found the the pan or the Jane Davenport stuff at one of her local Hobby Lobbies, I think, which because Shara's was out of it. And so that's how we ended up with all of this stuff. So yay! Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Joey, for you and Shara being friends and then enabling all of us. Excuse me. I'm sort of missing half my screen here. Wait, there it is. And let me, yeah, okay. Wait, make that go down. There we go. Jeez Louise. I am discombobulated today. You'd think I'd never streamed before. My goodness. I'm not going to be able to get any of it right. Okay. So then if I wanted to do this one like all purples, or if I wanted to do that one purple, and maybe, and I actually did this exactly the opposite of how it should be. This one pink. So you can see how different the colors are. I just love that. And then can you change this to purple? Yes. Look, you just go right on top of it and it changes it right to purple. So this is why I know that that if you like the Jane Davenports, if you already have something like the Jane Davenports, or if you really like pastels, I know that you will enjoy pan pastels as well. So, and I really, the challenge that I wanted to give myself was to see if we could color an entire piece and have it look good just using the birthday suit and something that wasn't human beings. That was actually a show that I was, or a video that I was planning to do, so we might as well do it today. And I'll have to dream up something else. I am having a lot of fun with the watercolors on the cards. And by the way, what those cards are for that I'm not making those to sell. Those are thank you cards for the people have been very kind and generous with super chats and uh, and the super stickers. And so that's what those are for. Those are for thank you notes. So if you have, and I know that there are a number of you here who have uh, uh, contributed to the channel in that way. Oh, there's no, only your watching. That's all I need you guys to do is watch the watch hours and watch the ads and all of that. But if you have contributed to either the PayPal tip jar, the super chats, or the super stickers, and would like a thank you card, please just drop me an email at CLAldridgeArt@gmail.com, and I will get one out to you. What I need is your mailing address, because that's I don't get to see any of that information based upon what they give us from Google or from YouTube. So we're going to grab a green now, because what I need is a green to do. Now I could do this a couple of ways. You could do do it like that, and then mush it around. Or you could, and these are really kind of messy, guys, so, or you could go straight, and that's probably the best way to do it. Now, see, to me, this is harder to do this way, and get the kind of subtlety that I really like to get, but it can be gotten. This, I think, is a really blue green. Oops. So you do not have, I mean, you know, this is what I just love, is that you don't have to limit yourself to pencils or just markers or just, you know, just one thing or another. There are so many wonderful coloring supplies out there. And if pencils are not your thing, if markers are not your thing, grab some pastels. Grab you know, if you, uh, you know, you could color with, as has been shown, you can color with food. You can color with food coloring. You can color with just anything in the world. There are pigments out there. If you live in the, are lucky enough to live in the desert southwest, go out there and find your some iron oxide and some all of that. You can have all sorts of colors. I you know, I'm not overly enamored of this particular green. I keep going the wrong way again. I'm sorry, guys. See, I'm making all these rookie mistakes, and I was only gone for a week. I love it. It's not, and you just keep, if you don't like it, and see, that's the other thing. If you don't like the way that it turned out, look. And I don't like the way that turned out. Now you do have to like brush off your and you won't get it all off, but you can get enough of it off to where you can start over again with a different color. And in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just tapping it off in the trash can as opposed to brushing it off onto my desk or onto the floor. So I didn't particularly care for that tone of green. I wanted more of a olivey green, so I think that was. Let's try this one. I think this one might be a better green. I was trying to find the actual olive green. I don't know where it is. I would never have known about Mungyo, except I saw him over on Lovelia's channel, and then I saw the Pebbles. You know, Pebbles is another brand of budget-friendly, really budget-friendly pastels. And pastel is just chalk. You know, it's just chalk. It's we all use chalk. You know, when we're kids and we're writing on blackboards and all of that kind of good stuff. Just sort of adding some different colors in there. Kind of make that come up. And of course, I'm using green because I am a traditionalist, but I could use, instead of greens, I could be choosing to use browns to do the leaves, you know, from the set. And that would be wonderful. That would be absolutely wonderful. Hang on, guys. I need to actually just have a really quick moment there. Yay. Hi, Pickle. Are you here? Yay. Yay, if you're here. I didn't see you type anything. So, um, okay. So now let's do something in here with one of those browns, which I was just talking about. How about using this gold in there? And okay, so we can do that, and then we can maybe use this brown. I'm just using the same thing to whoops. Just thinking, trying to think outside the box here. Whoops. Okay, so now we can take that off of there. Go back to my gold. And I've got to clean one of these just because I think that I need it. My contrasts aren't very good today. I need better contrasts. Let's go all the way down to a darker brown. Gotta fetch the worker bees. Okay. And okay. Yay, Katie. See you, my dear. Corolla. Corolla is one of those. You have to watch that girl. I'm telling you, she'll get you with her sense of humor. She's so good at selling it too. Okay. That's better. That's better for the contrast that I was looking for. Okay, so yay. All right, so that is possible. All right, now I'm going to brush it back the other direction. See, sometimes you just have to work it until you get it the way that you want it. I like that. What do you think? Oh, wait. Where is there a stalker? There is stalker too. Jane's birthdays, I think they're lovely. I've only used them for skin though. Yeah. See, and there's what made me think of it, Diana, is that I mean, look at those colors. They're florals. They're beautiful florals, and you know, I thought, well, why not try and use them on a you know, on something like this? And And see if it makes a difference. So I'll go up the center. In other words, I'll plan this a little better this time. And go a little lighter out here on the edges. Then I can go in with my darker brown along these edges. And I mean, you guys, it's kind of hard to be precise with with a little makeup applicator thing, especially not one that's designed for eyeshadow. But, it's possible. It's absolutely possible. And so push that back just a little bit, sort of tame out that edge or blend out that edge. Grab a little bit more of that. I mean, these are quite a bit like, sort of high-end eyeshadows. As a matter of fact, if I saw this in a makeup store, I mean, I'd probably think it was eyeshadow, except you don't want to use it like eyeshadow because it's chalk and you don't want to put chalk in your eyes. You really don't. Okay. Yeah, I like it. And then when you get, when you're sort of, I keep going the wrong direction, don't I? All right. Okay, so now I'm going to take my electric and clean up those edges. This was the thing. Shara sent this to me along with a copy of my own book because she said, I can't believe you don't have one. Does everybody have an electric or a battery operated one but me? It really is. I love the way it looks. And, you can keep working that purple down and getting that even brighter. I know that I could get that a little bit brighter. Although I could certainly get it darker. I don't know if I could get it brighter, but I could definitely get it darker. Which is good because that's, a good contrast. Now, let's try the glow method. Although I don't know that I actually have one big enough for a glow. And what I mean by a glow method is it's darker on the outside than it is on the inside. So most of us want to put our darks down here at the base, and that is technically correct. But as I discovered when I was working on this, one of the things about Rachel's coloring that makes it so interesting is that she puts her darks on the outside about half the time. And this is more like fruit. Fruit is colored. But if you apply that to a flower, it creates what I call the glow effect. And that is where, see how I've used the darker and then the lighter here? It's like the petals are glowing from within. And the Tihu eraser, Sammy, okay, is that it? Yeah, because yes, I get it. I completely get it. Yes. Well, that's good because I enabled all of the domes, the the these when I sent Sammy one and she spread it around. I knew that would be one way to get one on everybody's desk. Um, so it's turnabout is fair play that now we're all being enabled to the eraser. Uh, excuse me. Oh goodness. Okay. So anyway, I love the fact that when you color the outside darker, the interior glows. And so let's put that to the test on this. Let's see. Ooh. Again, knocking some more of that off. Actually, let's go with these. Okay. Now, here's another lovely thing. You can take like the lightest shade of something. So in this particular case, I'm going to take this really pale yellow there, and I'm going to do the whole thing. Now, it is a little opaque, so it does sort of go over the lines, but that's okay because they just become part of the texture. And a little bit kind of goes a long way here. Here we go. I mean, look, just a couple of dips did all of those with just the lightest of those shades. Okay, so now we can see what would be a good. Okay, we're away from that side. So let's use this beautiful coral pink on the edges. And actually, I want to keep it away from the very top. It's a strong color, so you kind of have to be a little brutal with it to erase it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sort of going. That really is a strong color. Wow. And actually, I'm finding that because you're putting it on only one side of the applicator, that it's easier to then be more precise with it and get narrower lines if you roll the paper over. Because otherwise you're getting a wide line on one side and like next to nothing on the other side. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now you take this one and this is just a little bit lighter of a color and much more to the pink side. So you can rub a little of that in. And I'm just brushing, just wiping it off on a regular paper towel, kitchen towel, I guess is what a lot of people call that. Roll, no, this way, Christine, roll this way. And okay, just sort of putting that right on top of the more coral color and only up one side. And then I'm going to go back to my kind of light goldish color. And go back down the center of these. Because we can always clean up the outside edges. Oh, those are pretty. Okay, I'm liking that. All right, so let's grab a little bit more of the more intense and see if we can just brighten up one edge. Trying to stay away from the top of the purple here. And just brighten that right back up. I like it. Now, if we wanted to, we could use a eraser. So let's say that we wanted to make the bands, the side bands, a different color. You could use this. Anybody? Is that reminiscent of a dentist drill to anybody? Probably not until I said something. So you do have to clean this off every now and again. Whoops. Trying to find a scrap piece of paper. You'd think that in an office my size, that I'd have at least one scrap piece of paper, right? There we go. Oh, forever the pile's hitting the floor. So my point with this is that you can do that and erase it out. And then if you wanted to, like for instance, I'm going to, I'm not sure that the 3 is the right choice, but it's a fine liner. Get a bigger one, because that's going to take a long time to do like that. Oh, geez, my glasses are on the ground. There's a graphic pen. Okay. And So I wanted to put a black band around them. Now I could probably go straight over without the need to erase, but I just wanted you to see that you can erase. And so then you can give them like dimensionality. Messing up all your work. Hi, Donna. Nice to see you. And I don't see her either. I don't see her. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was okay. Got it. All right. That's okay. You know that is the only thing that's still left to heal, right? Is that my dear sweet pickle still is mad at me, and I didn't do it, honey. I didn't do it. Please, no, I didn't do it. Okay. Let's see here. So you can do that. You can go straight over the pastel. I would not recommend it though, because I don't know how the ink will set on it. So if you do decide that you want to put fine liner or pen or marker on top of the pastel, I would erase it first. Erase the extra first. But I do like the way that is going to look. Let's erase out some of those little bits. Now, these things, if you need a really sharp edge, you can just turn it over, put it back in. Like I want a really sharp edge to do some of these little ones. Wow, that really makes short work of that too. With a sharp edge like that, that is amazing. Oh, I need to zoom you back down, don't I? Or am I zoomed? I don't know. No. There we go. Now I am. Okay. Oh, that's much better, huh? Now you can see what I'm doing. Oops. Okay. All right. So now you can do the black, or in my case, the black. You don't have to do it like this. You could choose to make them red or brown, or you could choose to make them disappear. You could do all sorts of things. Okay. And of course, by leaving the little white spot in the center like that, it gives them the illusion that they are curved, because remember that we are fooling the eye by making a flat surface appear round by using light. And that's all that coloring really is. Is using color to bring something to life. Got goobers hanging off of there. Ick. Okay. Plus, I do believe that if you were to use the micro or the fine liner or the in this case a Pigma Micron over the pastel, that you would actually ruin the pen tip. Okay. A little space to color something. Yay. Bought a small sketchbook at Wally World yesterday. Planning to do cover by coloring one of. Oh, thank you, Donna. That is very nice of you. Yeah, and for those that might not know, in the back of my books, all of my books, and one travel size book, I always put a small version of all the drawings in as well for you to use to either color and make cards or use to work out your color palettes on the bigger ones, things like that. So, and that includes all of the dragons. The dragons are all in here. So if you wanted to make a dragon card, you could. There's all the dragons. There's the one that we just colored, or that I just colored. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, they're all in there. All 28 are in there. Okay. So there's that. I like the way that turned out. Let me turn it so that you guys can actually see it. I need to clean up the edges of it, obviously, but let's work on trying to figure out what colors I used here, because I don't seem to be able to repeat them for some reason. And I know why that is. It's because I don't have my swatch book out. Y'all know that I get so easily confused that I do need my swatch book. So these are the Mungyo chalk pastels. And there it is, the dark olive. That's the color I want. So where is that? That is, well, that should be this one. But why isn't it? I don't know. We're going to try it anyway. So I'm going to put a little of the Mungyo there and see if it works out. Now, once again, I'm not being, because I'm not, remember that we've always got the power of the eraser to do our cleanup work. And pastels are, by their very nature, messy as all get out. So the fact that we're using the Jane Davenports, that's the other wonderful thing about pan pastels is they're much easier to use, whether or not they're the Jane Davenports or the any one of the number of varieties. Now, a lot of people call their product pan pastels. And I don't know, they may all be the same thing, but the company that we are specifically referring to when we talk about pan pastels is actually called Pan Pastel. So whether or not these other companies are copycats or whether or not it was a non-proprietary product, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if it's a particular formula of one particular company or what the deal with that is. And I don't know that anybody actually knows. But I do know that the lady who is behind Pan Pastels is a real person. And occasionally you run into her, I think, in Dee Dee's Street or on her own channel. The Sexy Swatch Book. Nanimo loves my swatch book. I'm still learning to use this eraser. So I'm not very neat with it yet. Okay. Get rid of all of that. And go with some more of the green because I need it for the leaves. Okay. Now, of course, you can chase down your little pastel pieces and crunch them up on top of what you're working on. Because if they spread all over the page, okay. So let me get rid of that. And I just sort of feel like the poor man's copycat after Dee Dee was just doing this on such a such a beautiful scale because watching Dee Dee work is just amazing. I was over there. I'm just adding a little bit of brown into, I don't know why, into these leaves just to give them a little character, I guess. So there's that. Please don't think poorly of me. Okay, and then there is this. So now I'm adding just a little bit of the yellow, just sort of throwing that in as just sort of another bit of visual interest. And then, of course, cleaning up the outside edges. And touch the water brush to the stick and paint pigment on picture. Yes, I know that you can do that. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. And yeah, I would like it if they had a switch as well, but but they don't. And of course, they're battery operated, and that's why, because that is the most economical way. Okay. And of course, I don't know how strong the batteries are in this because I basically had to rob them out of the TV remote. Because the remote is, I have to order a new remote for my TV, which is really annoying because now I can tell you that I watch a lot more YouTube than I used to because I no longer have a remote control to change the channel on the television. Um, anyway, plus, I mean, pretty much anything that you want to watch is on YouTube somewhere. At least anything that I want to watch, and I only watch Heroes and Icons and PBS, so and CBS in the morning. So it's not like I have that far to go. Hang on a second, I'm pouring my coffee into the heater coffee. The coffee that can go on the heater. Thank you, Susie, for the heater. Okay. All right, so we're looking good here. Let's do a wide swath of something. How about making this a golden amber stone? A golden amber stone. Let's do that. I'm looking for my yellow. It could be I co-opted it or something else. Probably. Yeah, this one will work. Okay. So now I'm actually I mixed a couple of them here on. Now, stones are something I do. So this is something I know how to do, no matter what medium I am using. So I am going to, first I'm going to take this, this down here, okay? Let's see if I make a fool of myself or not. I should say that translucent stones are something I know how to do. I most recently been working on them in watercolors, so I keep expecting it to bleed. and it doesn't. Okay, so keep adding here. Let's see, a little bit there. Just working that way into light. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. All right, that'll be a good. That's kind of a good enough. Almost a good enough. And I lost it, didn't I? Okay, wait. Wait, give it back. Give it back. There it is. I'm not happy. Wait, I'm not happy. Grr, 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 grr. Not happy. The artist isn't happy. Wait. Well, that's rubbed in there too. All right, that one won't work. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah. Kind of hard to go wrong with this one. All right, there it is. I've got it back now. Wait, where is, now I've lost the, arg, 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 arg. All right. She's like, wait a minute, but now you're covering it back up. Yes, I am. I got a little bit of it away. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right, well, that'll just have to do. It'll just have to be a mottled stone. Can't expect perfection the first try, right? All right. I can, yes. All right, so we can, we'll be able to pull something out for there. How about a gold or some kind of a glitter gel pen, maybe? We'll wait to do this frame. Okay. We need a color for in there. My tendency is to want to go with a brown. Yeah, a brown. We'll go with these two browns. These three browns. Okay, so this, yes. Right. Wait. Come with me. Come with me on this trip. All right, so we're going to start here. And we're going to start to the inside because I want this to glow. Okay, so we're going to start to the inside. And this is truly a flesh tone, a pale flesh tone. Okay, so we're going to go around like that, sort of feather that out a little bit. Okay, now come to the medium tone. haven't used this yet, so it gets its very own gonna go there. What are you doing, cat? Coriander, what are you doing? You're making strange noises over there. She's got a box that she has dragged off of a pile of other boxes. It's empty. And I'm just sort of tapping off the excess into the trash. All right, I'm not, okay. Where is that? Quit putting them down, Christine. There we go. So sometimes you do have to sit and blend for a while before you get it, you know, kind of the way you want it. After all, it's paper. But it actually just, it really rubs it into the, you know, into the texture of the paper. Okay. So we can do that, and then we can use the darkest. Okay, so there was that one and that one. Okay, now go with the darkest. I think this is the darkest. To sort of the outside. Is anybody still with me? As I completely would you? Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm confused. I apologize everybody that I am not reading the chat. I am, you know, we are all about the experiment today, and and so these are the Jane Davenport. If you are just coming in, these are the Jane Davenport birthday suit. I notice everybody is using caps, so I'm assuming that you are all trying to get my attention. And so I apologize that I am not paying attention. Let's see here. I love these. I mean, you can even do backgrounds with these, you know, and wait. Okay, now go back to this and do just a little more blending. Okay, and now back to this. that whole subtle. And of course, every time you add another layer, it just keeps getting darker and darker. And you can really stop wherever it is that you know, when you finally get to the place where you want to be. So like, you know, now we can go back to this one a little bit. But I do go back and read the chat, so. Okay. Where is this? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? There it is. Well, no, that's probably not it either, but that'll do. Okay. So now I'm at this lighter shade. And then when you blend the lighter shade over it, it just gets really smooth looking. You know? So you can just go with a nice smooth gradient. Just like that. Then let's grab out yeah, no, let's not. All right. Let's grab out a, you could do, actually, are people more likely to have the Colaros or a glitter gel pen? People are much more likely to have a glitter gel pen. Oh, wait. All right, these are the glitter acrylic paints. And this, I believe, is the gold. You have to shake it vigorously. And I could do the it's one of those where it's got the pump action, so if you wanted it to be more, whoops, I should probably keep my little mitts off of that. Just want to see how all this stuff works together. You know what I mean? Okay. So that is the Zier glitter gel pens. And I don't have a link for that, but there is a link. I do have a link. I have an Amazon affiliate link for this somewhere, which I will try and remember to put in the video description. But ooh, see how pretty that is. You've never seen those? Oh, Desert Nana, These are Zier glitter paint markers, and literally, now they come in two sizes. They are water-based, they're translucent. This is the extra fine point. They also come in a fine point, um, which is more of a rounded nib. They come in this beautiful variety of colors. Now, of course, we always, always, always swatch everything. I do. So let me back out just a tad. And we'll go down this rabbit trail of the Zier glitter gel pen. Okay, and where are they? There they are. Okay, so these are the colors that they come in. See, I turn that and I can get the, so this is the copper yellow, the lavender, the sea blue, dark blue, the grassy green, the pink, the silver, the gold, the yellow, the green, light green, dark purple, the red, and the light blue. Now they don't come with colors written on them. So I just made up my own, but they are the Zier glitter paint markers. They come in sets of 12. And I do have, hang on, I have a link. Let me see if I have one right here, which I think I might. See, that's going to be under there and under, there it is, January. Okay. So edit, find Zier, Z, Z, E, Y-A-R, Y-A-R. Find, oh, there they are. And whoops. Oh, get out of there. You don't want the whole page. Copy and down. Okay, and make that go away and make that go away. And put B right there. That's them. Now, I will mention that that is my own Amazon link. Hello, Gary. Wonderful to see you. And yes, they do enable you very much to put glitter on anything you want and in any color. They are translucent, but they are definitely true to these colors. So this is literally right on the white page with nothing underneath it. So that gives you an idea of the depth of the color that's actually in the paint itself. And they're very, very sparkly. And then, of course, my other favorite is the liquid gel pen rollers, the dual metallic hybrid that Pentel makes. And this comes in a set of 8, as incredible, believe me. Now, I only have these because Kenny sent them to me, and these because Mousy Deb sent them to me. So thank you to both of those ladies for their kind generosity. And yay, we've missed you, Gary. We've missed you very much. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a New Year. And I know that it's just lovely to see you. All right, it is 3:46. I only need to stream for another 15 minutes, but I do need to go get rid of a little bit of that coffee that I have been sort of pounding down. I'm really pleased that I have not coughed my way through this particular episode so far. I am really liking the way that this is turning out. Um, so far, I know I need to bring this home with a different. I need to. I'm not quite sure what the transitions are going to be, and whether or not we'll have to go into the pastels box to get there. But I think we probably will. Um, yeah, potty break or bye. No, just a potty break, my dear. So I am off to feed the dragons. I will be right back. Grab yourselves a cup of coffee. All right. Oh, that is so much nicer. And I am back. Thank you so very much. Shannon made it. Hello, Shannon. Shannon made it. I know that Shara is in, where is Shannon? Yes. Oh, Shannon made the sign. Oh, yes. Thank you. Desert Nana. Shannon, Shannon Lefevre made the sign for me. She is Shara of Shara Loves Color and Chat's sister. And she actually made it with pictures that she colored out of the book that I just released. And the book, of course, that I just released is Dragons, Flowers, and Mandalas. Oops, oh my. And it has, and of course, it occurs to me that I should show you guys well, not that you can really see anything, um, but yeah, so this is the What You Doing dragon. And that's the duck pond. And that's my honey, I'm home dragon. And that's the one that I just colored. And that's the Dragons Come Calling. The dragons have names. That's the Bubble Maker orchid. Every once in a while, I name my drawings. This is the Moon Gazer dragon. And I have it right here, Nanamo. I have it right here. It's going in an envelope, I promise. And I have no excuse because I'm going to prove that I actually have your address. Nobody will be able to stop that, trust me. Quick enough to see that. And the animals. This is creatures of age and wisdom, dragons and sea turtles and owls, of course. And this, of course, is Spica, little Spica, who started the whole dragon family off, who is a friendly little dragon. She simply adores butterflies. The way they flit and fly here and there, her favorite thing about them is the way they tickle when they land on her. Fortunately for Spica, the butterflies adore her too. Otherwise, she could be a little dangerous. Anyway, and then of course all my books have bonus pages in the back. This one is no different. It's got pages from my first 9 books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My first 8 books. And then of course this one is my sort of motto. This is my "No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another." And so that is what I hope I do with the art that I draw, is to bring a little whimsy and fun into people's lives and lighten their burdens, which is what it's about. Okay, so now we have got that. What we need to do is decide what color this should be. And I am thinking that it needs to be just sort of straight up, not that color, straight up this color. Straight up the middle pink, this one right here. Because I don't have anything that's just this color. And I think that this would be the perfect accoutrement. And or accompaniment. Trying to push that over. Ooh, there we go. Thank you for cooperating. The trick is if you can get the little pastel particles to jump to the page where you, or jump to the part of the page where you want them to be with a strategic tap. Yeah, I love to color with things that you wouldn't expect. You know, whoops. I've always been fascinated by people who color with makeup. You know, even though this isn't really makeup. It certainly could be. Yeah, I like this color palette. You know, one thing that you can't really fault Jane Davenport with is not having good taste. She does have good taste in color. She's got a great eye for colors. Yeah, that's a really good color for this too. I'm so glad that that worked out. And look at how quickly it works out too. Okay, so that can just be straight that color. And then the underneath one, I did not smoke, guys. I promise I did not. While I was gone. Mostly because I left my cigarettes sitting here on my desk, which is usual. This is the peach. So let's try this. in this spot. I'm liking it. I am liking that color. Ooh, that is pretty. It's like a, it's just the color of a ripe peach. Ooh. And look at how saturated it is. I like that color. Okay, and ooh, we're going to use that again. We are going to use that maybe we're going to use that. No, we're not. We're going to use this one, which is the other one. See what color that is. That sort of disappears those out of there, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. So we're going to take that out of there. I don't know if I'm going to leave those white or make them some color, but I don't think that was the right color. Okay, so then if we do that, then something could go underneath those, but what? Maybe I need a, yeah, that'll do. Maybe this one. This is the creamy color. I mean, it's just yeah, that's it right there. Okay. That's what I want. I want light. They do look a little like swans, but they're really just twisty lines. Okay, so let's leave that. You know what? We may just do all of those that same peach color. Why not? I like that peach color. And now, of course, I've lost the applicator for it, or it doesn't, more to the point, it doesn't look like I think it should look. So there, probably it's this one. Ooh, does anybody remember which one it was? Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Okay. So I'm going to do all three of them. With this. Because then I can always go back and add a darker color if I wanted to. But since it's such a pretty color, might as well use it in a fairly decent space. Ooh, I am over time, and I know that Joe Beth is quite likely to be coming on, as are any one of a number of other people. So, what do you think, guys? Do you think that the Jane Davenport pastels are this is the Anne, so you know what this is the Palette Pastel Birthday Suit palette by Jane Davenport that I won on a giveaway over at Shara Loves to Color and Chat. And it came with a large number of other things, including some pre-printed cards, beautiful cardstock to use them on, of Jane's ladies. This was a two-part, or a several items arrived. They're all, of course, different. And then these are some quite a lot of blank sheets for you to do your own. There's also stencils, to really good ones, to be able to draw your own faces, hair, and this is necklines, eyes. I mean, this is really cool. There's eyes open and closed. Eyes open, closed. There's lower lashes. There's lips. There's eyebrows. There's noses to choose from. There's hair, all kinds of hair. There's flowers for your hair, necks. There's actually a canvas board. This was a really nice giveaway. And there was this. And so I'm finding an alternate use for it. Anyway, I do know that this is, that other people are waiting to stream as well. And I know Shauna just came on, and I think that Joe Beth is going to come on. And I know that Shalene has even been back on Sundays. So thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Do you think that these are a viable? I think they are. Idea for coloring with. So anyway, and I did get your email. I have not looked at it, but I did see that I got an email from you. I will go look at it now. I have just been, for some reason, I have just been like social media has just been like, I just haven't been able to do it. I haven't been able to bring myself to even open email in days. So I'm working on it, my dear. And thank you, everybody, for being here and for joining me today and having fun and experimenting. And I will see you on Sunday. I will be posting more videos. And thanks for sharing your time with me. Okay. And bye, everyone. I don't like to leave, but I have to. Okay. Bye, everybody.